The Yuktobanian force that defended the Vostok Peninsula is staging a large-scale withdrawal from the area. After analyzing the situation, we have determined that they are pulling back the force to regroup their defense network and strengthen their capital defenses. Yuktobania's southern armies sustained heavy damage during our landing operation, and their defensive war power has weakened considerably. Their withdrawal is currently proceeding under the curtain of a set of electronic jamming signals. The enemy's air forces consist primarily of transport planes. Pursue these planes, destroy them, and halt their retreat.
Captain, please choose my plane.
Which plane am I going up in, Captain?
Captain, which plane should I use? We're launching with this formation, then?
War Dog, launch!
Hey, Booby! Did you take a listen to that song? Yeah, that Face of the Coin is a great tune, huh?
Edge engaging.
Archer, engaging! Blaze, engage!
Whoops. Chopper, engaging!
Due to current circumstances, we have been forced to set foot on Yuktobania with weapons. However, our true enemy here is the Yuktobanian military who started this unjust war. Transport squadron undetected. No problems yet. Roger. Maintain current heading. No stragglers. Don't leave anybody behind.
Unbelievable!
We gotta bag all these planes?
You think every enemy plane in the area is up and flying?
Well, let's ask them. Hey, how many planes you got there? Man, this is making me cry.
Report from Yellowing. Picking up something on radar.
There's way too many signatures on radar. Booby, Nagase, how about you guys?
My radar is showing strange results as well. Something's going on.
Hey, you don't think...
Does the enemy have a tally on us yet?
Aha! I think I figured it out.
Well, do share your keen insights, will you please? What's up?
First Lieutenant Chopper, jammer aircraft!
So it's a trick?
How could this be? Our new jamming devices are supposed to be perfect.
Okay, I feel better now. Ghosts aren't so bad once you figure out the trick behind them.
Where are the jammers? They've got to be somewhere close. Let's take care of them first.
Don't let the jamming confuse you. Repeat, don't let the enemy's jamming confuse you. Concentrate on shooting down the enemy jammer aircraft. The transport can wait.
Therefore, I ask you, citizens of Yuktobania, do not fear us, but rather join us in...
Hey, you think it's gonna be that easy? I don't think so either.
We wish to work hand in hand harmoniously with the citizens of Yuktobania for this operation. I've instructed our soldiers to follow this wish to the letter.
The enemy radar blips disappeared. Several of them at once.
Damn it, our cover's blown. No friendly IFF squad
radios. Can't.
Heads up! Busk!
Hey, Booby, you think pretty near? How can you say that? That's true.
It's jammed! ACCM! Restore communication link!
The Ocean planes are firing on a school packed with civilians. They're at the engineering college.
Whoever's violating orders, cease fire immediately!
What idiot's doing that?
Attention! Units operating in Sector Charlie Omega! Attacks on civilians are forbidden!
That's right near us. Hell, that's where we're supposed to be operating. You see those idiots anywhere?
I'm no toy. I don't see a thing, and my radar's clean, too.
This is Edge. I'm not showing any aircraft like that either. Are you sure?
Multiple casualties! Get an ambulance over here fast! Damn it, the Ocean bastards.
This is Thunderhead. War Dog, did you engage in an attack on a civilian facility? Roger. So you're sure you didn't do this?
Why would we do that? Weren't you watching from up there?
Don't break formation. Your primary mission is to escort the transports. So we're just gonna watch them die?
That's what I hate about war. No matter who starts it, it always comes to this.
The radar's back online. What? We're totally exposed flying like this. Calm down. It just means now we're on equal footing. All our chambers were shut down. Damn, our cover's totally blown. Hey, are you sure our planes are gonna make it to the base? Huron Squadron, split and engage the enemy fighters. Omnia Squadron, stay close and continue your escort mission. Don't worry, it's just one more thing we have to take care of is all.
They're all retreating together like one big happy family. Damn, this is the biggest withdrawal in history.
Fox 2!
Chopper, Fox 2! Look at that! Direct hit!
Get out of there, what are you doing? We're gonna burn up the engines. This is as fast as it gets.
Fox 2! Enemy aircraft shot down. Check behind you.
We can't hold them off for long. Don't panic, we're still okay.
Transport plane shot down. Last plane confirmed shot down. All enemy transports and jammers in the local airspace have been eliminated.
We have succeeded in halting the Yuktobanian army's airborne withdrawal from the Vostok Peninsula. However, a Yuktobanian civilian complex and engineering university has been attacked. This attack occurred in an area within operating range of the Sand Island Squadron. Sand Island air crews will report to Central Command headquarters in the Ocean capital city of Aured immediately.
General Howell, Supreme Commander of the Ocean Armies deployed to Yuktobania, successfully stormed the enemy beach and established a command center on the spot. The general, who claims to have been given full operational authority by the President, then made the following declaration. "We will march forward and we will not lay down our arms until the Yuktobanian capital has fallen." Aured, the Ocean capital. The winds of war have yet to reach here. The air still smells of peace.
But that wasn't us. By the time we got there, they had already...
That's right. We heard them over the radio.
They call themselves the 8492nd Squadron.
8492! 8492! Is that all you people have to say? There is no squadron in our military with that number.
Damn it! What the hell's going on here?
We've got an emergency here. Our armies are bogged down with the Yuktobania invasion, so we're short on operational aircraft. Unfortunately, as a result, we're going to have to request that you flying aces take off for us. So, which mission would you like to take on? That's right, the capital's got more than one attack to deal with right now. How about we use this to decide?
Yuktobanian aircraft have suddenly been detected on radar southwest of Aured. They are flying in the direction of Apito International Airport, located in the area between Aured Bay and the capital. Apito International is a civilian airport. The enemy's intentions are unknown. Passengers and personnel are currently being evacuated, but the sudden appearance of the enemy has plunged the airport into chaos. Intercept and engage the invading enemy formation and protect Apito International Airport.
I can't believe we flipped a coin for this mission. This isn't funny, man.
This is the airport control tower. Emergency alert. All planes cancel takeoff clearance. All approaching flights change course immediately.
Change our course. Change it to where?
This is Air Ixium, Flight 31. A high-speed aircraft just passed by us 600 yards away. They're Allied fighters taking off on an emergency mission. All flights be heads up for mid-air collisions. A fighter? I thought the war was over on the West Coast.
Oh, how peaceful this place is. I'm choking up here.
Which squadron was that, do you think?
It's the Capital District Air Defense Squadron. The enemy has unleashed chemical weapons in a college town 400 miles from the airport. One squadron is on its way there to spread neutralizers. You're the only ones that can defend the airport.
How could they? So which one's the containment attack? Are they both for real? It sounds like the other side of the coin is bad news too, huh? Not that things are any better over here.
Spread out to attack formation. Good luck.
I can't attack. I keep thinking about all the people in those houses down below.
Box 2! Box 2! Target hit.
Sure is dark up here.
Watch your fire. Don't shoot any civilian buildings.
All units, altitude and radio silence restrictions are rescinded. Enemy aircraft scramble confirmed. Hey, what's all the ruckus outside? Attention, all airport personnel. This is an emergency. Emergency? What's going on? We've just learned that several aircraft of unknown origin are inbound. What? You sure it's not some false report? We've spotted them on our radar as well. This is for real.
Look at all the enemies on the IFF.
Where? Down below? On the ground?
This is Airport Control Tower. Military transport planes parked on the runway. State your squadron number and call sign. This is Capital District Air Command. We haven't deployed any Allied military transport planes to civilian airports at this time. Tanks coming out of transport planes! They're firing! It's the enemy! Enemy forces inside the airport!
Hey, Booby, did you hear that just now? This is the middle of Osea. How can they be attacking here? Enemy tank confirmed destroyed.
How did they sneak in here? Never mind. Just destroy the tanks and transport plane. Don't let them cause any more damage here.
It looks like we were tricked. They were really after the airport.
Caution. Pull up.
All units, commence attack. The target must be completely destroyed. Give it all you've got.
When
crossed over the airport just a moment ago, everything was fine. How in the world did they...
Attention passengers, please do not run inside the terminal hallways. We urge you not to panic. Please stay calm and evacuate the area.
Calm down! Please, calm down! Damn it, nobody's listening!
Chopper to Booby. We just need to protect this airport facility, right? This is Chopper. Roger that. I'll do my best.
AER Flight 302, ABS Flight 417, landing clearance canceled. Abort your landing! The air's full of civilian planes. We have to be careful using our missiles.
This is Flight 417. We've been in a holding pattern for hours. We're on emergency fuel.
It's too dangerous. I can't give you clearance to land right now.
Tell that to my fuel tank. Can't you help us land here?
This is OWA Flight 783. We're running out of fuel, too.
Are you listening to me? This is war here. The freight terminal's getting shot at. Damn it! This is a civilian airport!
Then again, we did sort of do the same thing to them over in their territory.
So this is their retaliation for that? Why do people have to be so stupid?
We got word that the enemy Special Forces unit that gassed the college town is headed for the airport. Stay heads up.
Damn it! Damn those dirty ooks!
Well, if that's what it is, then where did all these fighters come from? Even if they could refuel in the air, fly all the way here and get through our defenses to destroy our capital, there's not nearly enough of them to occupy the entire country. These guys are on a suicide mission and they know it. They must really hate us, or else they wouldn't have gone this far.
Damn it! Damn it!
Hey, Control Tower. I feel like crying too, believe me.
The Western Connector Bridge has collapsed. Close off the emergency doors.
The fence line penetrated. No entering terminal.
Enemy attacks getting fierce.
This isn't a random terrorist act. Blaze, we can't lose any time here. We have to hurry. Right. Let's hurry.
Protect the airport facilities, as well as any civilian planes in the air. Do something about those enemy aircraft overhead!
Fire at will. It's payback time.
There are civilians in there. Do we really have to do this? Kennedy, don't forget about the people they killed.
Damn it! You pigs!
Hatred only breeds more hatred. It all just feeds on itself. Only a deep hatred could drive him to do something like this. Blaze, what lies at the root of this attack is hatred itself. Parents, please stay with your children. Please follow all announcements and verbal directions.
What the hell is going on here?
Rumors are starting to spread.
Please do not crowd the exits. It is extremely dangerous.
Passengers are stampeding for the emergency exits.
There's too many of them. Split everyone up.
It's a sea of people. I can't control them. The hangar is under attack. I can see fire.
Look at that transport's wreckage. Do they have helicopters inside that thing too?
Archer, Fox 2.
Missile, get out of there!
Fox 2! Fox 2! Yes! Missile hit!
Hey, you know what the word quagmire means? You're looking at it.
Why isn't the security team doing something?
Amazing!
Enemy plane shot down.
The enemy's faltering under all air support! Come on, let's gather up the wounded while we can.
We can't advance if we're getting shot at from the air.
Backup security units should be coming your way soon. Here come more enemy planes. No, look! It's the Ocean Air Force. Thank goodness. We're safe now, right? We've got air support now, but don't let your guard down.
Just get control of the airspace above us.
Roger. Concentrating all fire towards targets on our nose. We don't need to leave here. Just maintain your current positions.
We've got air support now, but don't let your guard down. Chopper, firing!
There's still some left. Take them all down. Don't just stare at the sky. Keep moving the crowd along.
We're losing combat strength here. Do something. What happened to our mobile AAA?
Launched. Activating guidance.
The enemy's attack should weaken once it gets darker.
Enemy forces annihilated. Airport control tower, what do you say? Affirmative. Enemy defeat confirmed. Give our thanks to your aces up there. Roger. Operation complete.
The enemy forces that tried to capture Apito International Airport have been destroyed. Hopefully, we'll find out how they managed to infiltrate the airport after we complete our investigation. Additionally, the effects of the chemical attack on the college town of Bana are currently subsiding, thanks to the neutralizing agent that was spread. The group that carried out the chemical attack are all but confirmed to be a Yuktobanian Special Forces commando unit. They were planning to link up with the main force at the airport, but they aborted their plan and slipped away upon hearing that their main force was defeated. The Yuktobanians have defiled our soil. Worse, they tried to destroy a civilian airport. We've got to defeat them, no matter the cost. We'll be sending you back to the front lines of the Yuktobania mainland. If you all really are innocent, then I hope you can prove it out there on the battlefield.
I will now brief the details of your mission orders. That's all I have to say to you right now, people. If you all really are innocent, then I suggest you prove it out there on the battlefield.
We have discovered the position of a secret facility in Yuktobania used to store ammunition. According to our information, the base is located deep in the jungles north of Lake Dama. The facility is massive and contains enough ammunition to supply a Yuktobanian ground division for a week of combat operations. Destroy this stockpile and cut off their frontline ammunition supply. Note that we've been getting a lot of attacks from soldiers hiding in the dense jungles with shoulder-mounted SAMs. They are very hard to detect from the air, so stay heads up for sudden attacks from these missiles when flying at low altitude.
Captain, please choose my plane.
Which plane am I going up in, Captain?
Captain, which plane should I use?
So, we're going up in this formation? War Dog, launch.
Jeez, now they got us turning right back into another battle. And this scenery definitely clashes with my rock and roll.
I'm just glad they're not ordering us to attack a city in retaliation for their retaliation.
You're a real optimist, you know that? Sheesh.
This is Thunderhead. Cut the chatter.
Oh, I just wish I could fly somewhere where I didn't have to listen to that voice.
You did until yesterday.
You'll be arriving at your target area shortly.
Well, I don't want to listen to that interrogation committee at the Capitol either.
The actual armory is located in an underground shelter. Fire missiles into the tunnel and destroy it from the inside.
This is enough to make me yawn. Moving! It has to be straight on or your missiles won't make it inside. Understand? Good. The approach slope will be very severe, so don't get it wrong and slam into the thing.
Planes detected on radar. Sound the air raid sirens. Their intended target is believed to be the Samizdat. All the variant teams prepare to engage aircraft.
Right, missiles!
They're shoulder-on SAMs! Enemy soldiers in the jungle!
They aren't showing up on my radar.
This is Thunderhead. Our search radar is clean. We can't see the launchers.
Man, you're useless! Chopper engaging.
Archer, engaging.
We're in the jungle. They can't see us.
I just want to get this harness off and jump into a hot tub. I'm tired of sitting on this ejection seat.
Hold your fire! You're not going to hit anything from here!
I can't see the enemy. Where are they? I can't move. The jet lag's getting to me.
Captain, clear my 6.
We're still only halfway there, but I'd like to start worrying about how we're gonna get back.
Don't get strung out chasing them too far.
You can't rely on support here. We have to do this ourselves.
Rush 2!
There's a river over there. Go the other way.
Captain, taking fire. Are you all right?
Did you notify all nearby units?
Break! Missile!
I never complain about my missions, okay? What I'm doing now is not complaining.
All right, here they come. What's going on? Why can't I hit anything? Contact cut off! Situation unknown! This is Variac 2. Moving to box A9. This is a perfect hiding place. Right hand on tunnel 1. Damn it, that room's full of mortar shells. Bring them in closer! Closer! I need more time before the next volley.
Break! Missile! Fox 2!
It's setting off explosions elsewhere. Room temperature rising. The ammo's gonna start going up by itself. It's over. Evacuate all personnel.
Shockwave fired from the explosion!
The armories in this area have been destroyed.
Unleash a barrage of bullets and keep them at bay. Bring out all the weapons in storage. We'll fight back with those.
Surface-to-air missiles fired from several positions on the ground. Repeat, missiles being fired from multiple locations.
Missile approaching. Turning to evade.
It's an AA missile. Can you tell where it was fired from? Neither can I. Be careful at low altitude.
Listen to me. This is the ammo dump. We can't have any fire in here. If this place blows up, this whole area will just be one big crater. Fox 2, the transport facility is under attack.
This is Edge. Target acquired.
This whole place is a tinderbox. Look how well it burns. Fox 2! Fox 2! Oh man, I just pictured myself walking back home through the jungle.
Fox 2! Fox 2! Another tunnel just took a hit. Enemy fighter spotted. All flights, bring your air defense units further back. Don't let them penetrate our airspace any further. This area is too muddy. It's going to delay our advance.
I can't stand this. I want to go home already. How about you? You too, huh, Booby? Let's hurry up and get this over with.
That's what you're really thinking, right, Captain? Damn it, I'm out of fuel. Fox 2. All right, here they come. The humidity must have got to its circuitry.
Edge, Fox 1.
The transport ship's still loading supplies right now.
Missile hit!
Myriad 5, let's fire on them at the same time.
This defensive fighter maneuver training is nice and all, but I'd like to move on if you don't mind.
Can't put out the fire in time. Target hit. Our targeting range is limited from here.
In situations like this, a true idiot would propose to burn down the entire jungle.
The shells are all exploding! We can't get near them! The fire spread too far! It's out of control! Get out of there! You're gonna get fried! Here comes a shockwave! The ammo dump's blown up!
Wow, I bet that left a crater as big as those ones on the moon.
The armories in this area have been shut down.
My warning lights have been going crazy.
Enemy missile! Direct hit! Direct hit! The fire crew's all been wiped out. Send out somebody else! This whole place is gonna be blown away! Wow! It's like a volcanic eruption!
Hey, I didn't think it would blow up like that. Must be pretty bad in there. You thinking the same thing?
The enemy is spread out over a wide area. Repeat, the enemy is spread out over a wide area.
The temperature inside the ammo dump is rising to a dangerous level! Do whatever it takes to keep the fire away from the main ammo dump.
Grim, you've got to respond quicker.
Give them another surprise!
Be careful while you're taxiing for takeoff.
This is pathetic. We'll lose for sure if this keeps up. Missile hit! Missile alert! Behind us!
Here they come again, stubborn little bastards.
Transport ship sunk! It's taking the tank with it! Keep the defenses up. This base isn't all that vulnerable.
Radar lock! Blaze, Fox 2. Shack on the target.
Direct hit on the ammo dump. Have you forgotten that we're holding the supply lifeline of our entire army?
guess you could say, you know. Sorry, I thought I had a joke coming.
Chopper, you're getting a little annoying. Concentrate on your mission.
Hey, I know you're stressed, lady, but don't be taking it out on me.
Why isn't the smoke filtration system working? Radar lock!
I don't know what I like more, this or dogfighting. Or maybe the question is which one I hate more.
Have we silenced the enemy yet?
The enemy's confused. We should keep hitting them.
Missile hit! Tunnel 3 is in flames! This place is lost. Evacuate! Hold your ground. We can't have the soldiers on the front lines fight with their bare hands!
This place is finished. Evacuate!
This is the thickest barrage I've ever seen.
Well, no wonder the enemy's serious about protecting this place. It's a key strategic point.
All armories destroyed. Mission complete. Return to base.
Well, it's over.
Mission complete. Let's go home.
Nagase. You gotta say that with a little more feeling. At least we get to go home again today, right?
Yeah.
So, cheer up a little, huh?
You too, Chopper.
Yeah, I know.
The targeted ammunition stockpile facility was destroyed. With this operation, we have cut off one of the lifelines of the Yuktobanian army. Their ability to conduct operations will be reduced across the entire nation.
Despite the hectic mood among the staff at HQ, the start of the briefing was delayed. But the weary pilots, knowing full well that they must force their exhausted bodies back into the air once the order was given, weren't the slightest bit disturbed by the delay.
Hey, what are you writing there?
I just can't remember this next phrase.
Here, let me see.
Hey! The princess couldn't feed the dove that day. She was too sick.
May I take a look?
Rosgrees. The demon of Rosgrees got her, right?
You know the story?
The demon from the North Sea. I remember. My grandma used to tell me bedtime stories about it. And every time she did, I'd be too scared to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Settle down, people.
I know a little about that famous legend, too. When history witnesses a great change, Razgriz reveals itself, first as a dark demon. As a demon, it uses its power to rain death upon the land, and then it dies. However, after a period of slumber, Razgriz returns.
Gentlemen!
Excuse me, Colonel. This is an absolutely vital mission to us. As the staff advisor sent from Central HQ for this effort, I'd like to explain it myself. The Osean Army is planning a vast offensive with the ultimate objective of occupying the capital of Yuktobania. If this operation succeeds, it will end the war in very short order. However, the Yuktobanians have attacked our beachhead with ballistic missiles from the Rimfaxi, a Sinfaxi-class submersible carrier stationed in the icy waters of Razgriz Straits. Fortunately, our ground forces had already completed attack preparations, so despite the missile attack, the offensive began as planned. Nevertheless, we must neutralize the threat of another Rimfaxi missile attack on our ground forces.
We have a single chance to stage a successful air attack on the underwater carrier Rimfaxi. Our passive sonar has detected a transport submarine that we believe is headed for the Rimfaxi. We believe the transport sub's mission is to supply the Rimfaxi with missiles. Based on its course and speed, we've calculated its rendezvous time with the Rimfaxi. By amazing coincidence, it is precisely the same time as the 0 hour of our ground attack. At this time, the Rimfaxi will have to surface to restock its missiles. At that exact moment, ingress at low altitude to avoid detection, launch a surprise attack, and sink the Rimfaxi. Once surfaced, it only takes the Rimfaxi 1 minute to rig for an emergency dive. If your approach is detected, you will only have 1 minute to complete your attack on the Rimfaxi.
Now keep in mind, there won't be any support from Arkbird this time around. This mission rests solely on your shoulders. The entire ground offensive is relying on this first surprise attack, so don't disappoint us. I want you to turn the icy Razgriz Straits into the enemy's graveyard.
Captain, please choose my plane.
Which plane am I going up in, Captain?
Captain, which plane should I use?
So, we're going up in this formation? War Dog, launch!
Pilots, check your plane and prepare for refueling. 1 mile to refueling craft. 500 yards to go. 100 yards to go. 50 yards to go. Blaze, maintain your current flight path. You're pretty good, Blaze. Commencing refueling.
War Dog, stay at low altitude and fly towards the submarine fleet. You are restricted from flying above 1,000 feet. We can't risk having our surprise attack detected.
I'm getting chills. This northern sea is where the demon of Razgriz came from.
Razgriz.
There's no way that could have been the Razgriz.
Hold your chatter. Commencing combat procedure shortly. Maintain radio silence.
Guess I'll cut off the mic and try talking to myself.
This is Lieutenant Colonel Mitchell, the advisor to HQ. That picket submarine just sent off an enemy detection notice. The Rimfaxi's gonna dive in 1 minute. Attack immediately!
Hey, our cover's blown anyway. I'm gonna start talking now.
Enemy planes, halt all resupply operations. Enemy planes? We're still in the middle of our mission! Damn it! How did they smell us out? Prepare for immediate dive! Hurry up! We gotta dive before the enemy does!
Damage status on enemy sub unknown!
Those bastards are diving!
This is Submarine Squadron Command. Emergency report from our ground forces in the front line. The enemy is undertaking a large-scale offensive. Attack the enemy forces with long-range missiles from the Rimfaxi. Urgent. Transmitting target coordinates. This is Rimfaxi. We cannot comply. We are unable to launch missiles underwater due to battle damage. What's the point of their existence if we don't fire now? They're penetrating our defense line as we speak. Hurry up before they overrun our allies. Emergency surface. Grab onto something. Once we break the surface, launch the missiles in unmanned drones.
The Rimfaxi's antenna has appeared above water. It's surfacing.
Rimfaxi launching burst missiles.
Launching carrier jets.
This is Lieutenant Colonel Mitchell, the advisor to HQ. I'm getting you info in real time from our tracker satellite. Time your attacks to the Rimfaxi when it surfaces. Sink it before it deals any more damage to our ground forces with its missiles.
Rimfaxi, you're dealing lethal damage to the Ocean Army. Give me one more shot. Drive them back to the coastline.
Fox 2!
Sink the Rimfaxi and those burst missiles will go away too.
Yeah. If we remove the threat of that metal ring, the war could end early.
And then we can go on leave. It's perfect.
Good thing there's no big bird shooting at us from the sky like before. Roger that. I guess we'll just have to get this over with.
The Rimfaxi is diving! Come on! Surface! I'm sick of waiting for you!
Come on, come on! The enemy's gonna attack any minute now! Unit 2, go and protect the Rimfaxi. Great, now we're in trouble! Hurry up already! Don't give the enemy any time to it!
The Rimfaxi has broken the surface! Commence attack! Locked on!
All hands, take your position. Make your country proud. Don't disgrace this ship.
Locked on! Visual warning!
Rimfaxi, the enemy's abandoned the attack. Well done.
What are you doing? Attack, you idiots! Are you just gonna let them destroy our ground forces?
Jeez, I thought this guy would be nicer than our base commander back home.
The comrades are all the same.
They might think they snuck up on us, but they're dead wrong. All this damage from 4 planes? How is this possible? What the hell's going on? Are the Oceans using some kind of black magic? Ballast tanks damaged! Unable to submerge! Forget it! We'll just have to deal with them above the surface.
The Rimfaxi has stopped its dive! We've damaged it! The Rimfaxi's got a barrier picking something.
good. Not good at all.
10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, bursting, now!
Damn it! How can 4 planes change the tide of a war?
Let up for even a second, and we'll get showered by that metal rain.
The Rimfaxi's firing missiles at close range. Lower hull flood spreading. It's finished.
Rimfaxi launching burst missile!
I guess mental toughness plays a big part in battles like these. It's all about guts, you know?
Who are these guys?
10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, bursting, now!
Look, the Rosgreave story was true. Geez, you guys don't believe in that? That's just a tall tale. Well, how do you explain all this damage? I tell you, they're demons. I've never seen a stupid fairy tale come true like this. Hasn't the captain left the control room yet?
Rimfaxi launching burst missile!
Rimfaxi, it appears you're up against Rosgreaves itself out there. Looks like they were the real Rosgreaves, not us. Maybe someone's trying to tell us that our time is up.
The surprise attack on the Rimfaxi was a success, and the carrier has sunk to the bottom of the Rosgreave Straits. The threat from the Northern Sea has disappeared, and the Osean forces are on the offensive against Yuktobania.
Me? Heavens. The ace pilots who sunk the enemy submarines are right over there. And I'm the person you want to interview now?
No, it's not that. It's just that I heard you used to be a fighter pilot yourself.
I just fly freight planes for the maintenance crews now. The captain, Captain Bartlett that is, said it was time for an old man like me to quit trying to compete with the young guys. Talk about a lack of respect.
Where did you meet Captain Bartlett?
We were both shot down and we bailed out behind enemy lines in the last war. We got through the bullet-ridden battlefield and made it back to the Allied front line. I tell you, it was tough getting the Army to believe we were on their side.
Shot down? You two?
Hey, it was a long time ago. Everyone makes mistakes, right?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. Even if you're not flying with those pilots, your age and experience provide a lot of support for all of them. I just wanted to tell you that. I've seen that you really listen to what they say, and you always have helpful suggestions for them.
Well, thank you.
I think they're all going to need you, now more than ever.
I'll do what I can.
These people, it's like they're walking on a tightrope that could snap at any second. They're going to reach their breaking point sooner or later.
Yeah.
Our ground offensive is continuing its fast-paced push into Yuktobanian soil. A POW internment camp was discovered during the offensive, and a team of Marines has attacked and captured the camp. The Marines have secured the camp's radio room, and a flight of helicopters is en route to retrieve the prisoners. Your mission is to provide close air support for this rescue and retrieval operation. The radio room could be retaken by the enemy at any moment. If it is, the enemy will report the attack and the rescue will end in failure. Find and shoot down all enemy aircraft in the local airspace and secure air superiority across the entire area.
Captain, please choose my...
Which plane am I going up in, Captain?
Captain, which plane should I use?
Are we launching in this formation?
War Dog, launch!
This is Archer. Captain, can you see the POW camp?
Well, we should be able to see it soon.
You think the captain? I mean, Captain Bartlett, you think he's in there?
I bet he is. He's probably busy cussing out all the other POWs and taking charge right now. Right, Nagase? You're not still blaming yourself, are you?
Fighters, I can hear the roar of your engines approaching. This is Sea Goblin. Man, I thought if I joined the Marines, I'd get to work on tropical beaches all the time. We've safely recovered the POWs. Guess our copter's not here yet.
You're gonna have to babysit him a little bit longer. I'm picking up enemy planes on my radar.
Roger. You're that squadron from Sand Island, right? I've heard of you guys. Can't wait to see you do your stuff.
It's pretty useless to patrol the skies in this weather.
Roger. So we're free to use our own judgment to engage then, right?
This is Krupel and I. Do the pilots need anything? As many blankets as you can get. And bring some food, too.
Archer, engaging!
Edge, engaging.
Chopper, engaging.
Enemy planes detected on radar.
Sun's about to set. Let's knock off before it does. Wait, hold on, I got some hits on my radar. It's probably just false echo from the hail or something, isn't it?
These enemy air patrols are really cramping our style.
You can't detect them unless you get close.
Yeah, we gotta find and shoot them all down, or else the helicopter won't be able to get close.
We gotta move fast, too, because the camp isn't gonna be secure for long.
Win, how about treating the pilots to the stuff you brought with you? Okay. They can have a taste of some good whiskey from our motherland. The pilots look pretty worn out. Being thrown into a remote internment camp like this? I don't blame them. This is Toby. We're monitoring the camp from the radio room. Everything's quiet so far.
I'm not getting any response from the guards in the control room area. What's going on here? The guys we sent to check on them aren't back either.
This is Sea Goblin. Does it seem like the enemy craft have noticed our infiltration?
You heard our captain. Relax and just wait there at the camp.
Roger. We've cut off the enemy's lines of communication here, but it's just unsettling not being able to tell what the situation is. You know, I can't shake the feeling that we're being watched. Hey, did you see a figure behind that window over there?
Building a POW camp in a place like this is an atrocity in itself.
You don't think
They found us out and surrounded us already, do you?
I heard some you bastards talking to each other, I swear. We can figure out the number of remaining enemy planes from our pre-flight data. Let's see. There are 5 planes left.
Hurry up with the retrieval. The Ukes aren't that stupid.
Is the rescue helicopter in trail with us? Is it?
That's weird. Sudak still hasn't come back from the bathroom.
I'll distract the enemy.
Box 2! Box 2!
Enemy patrol plane. I'll shoot it down.
You're stalling! Hurry up and recover!
We've destroyed all the radios except for this one. The enemy haven't spotted us yet, have they?
If the enemy contacts you, just give them small talk.
No contact on the control room. They must be slacking off again. It's too far from here. Get someone nearby to check it out. This is Sea Goblin. Combat has broken out in the camp. You've got control of the airspace now, right? I knew we could count on you. Okay, we're going to get everyone out of here.
Are the POWs we hit in the machine room all right? We can't hold out here for long.
Barricade the door with those desks. Don't let them out of the radio room. Oh no, the enemy spotted us. They're heading for the radio room. They found us. A little earlier than we thought, too. Tell the guys on watch to come back.
2 enemy planes left. 1 enemy plane left.
The helicopter rescue team will be here shortly. We still have some enemy planes to deal with.
All right, I've mopped up the enemies in the area. You can call in the taxi now.
Roger. We're all set. Bring the helicopter into our position.
This is Sea Goblin. Our ride's here. The ground's still crawling with weapons installations, though, so they can't land. Could you clear them out for us?
The helicopter's coming closer. We gotta do something about that thing.
Roger. So we're free to use our own judgment to engage then, right?
If we can just get through this.
I've got a special delivery of bullets here. Where do you want me to drop them off? Got it. Don't you go anywhere.
The extraction point's about 100 yards ahead.
I see the POW camp. The people we must help are in there. We have to suppress the anti-aircraft fire first. AA guns confirmed destroyed.
We'll get out that way.
Box 2! AA guns confirmed destroyed!
Don't let them retrieve the POW. You have permission to fire. We have terrain advantage. Cut off their escape route.
Don't get us confused with the enemy. We're gonna fire back.
Marines, protect those pilots with your lives. well-trained squad of soldiers. Don't let your guard down. Damn, this isn't a typical breakout.
Captain, requesting your support on my 6 o'clock.
Don't let a single man escape the camp.
This is the gunship. We're gonna sweep the south end of Building B with Gatling fire. Target destroyed. Give me the next firing point.
Okay, thanks for taking out the trash. We're taking the POWs outside. Can you see their smiling faces? Buck here. We're coming to pick you up, so be ready.
We'll be landing at the designated site. Hurry up and get over here.
The POWs are heading for the helicopter. We're almost done with the rescue operations. Those people. I wish I could see their faces from up here.
Nagase's actually going down to look. All right, everyone's in the helicopter. Checking to make sure we got all of them.
Sea Goblin, is Captain Bartlett there? Check for a Captain Bartlett.
No, nobody named Bartlett here. Hey, what about you? Nope, not here. None of the other POWs ever heard of him either.
But that can't... Look, just check for me one more time.
Damn it, Nagase!
After all the captain said to me,
You all right?
I'm fine. My plane's trashed, but those are always replaceable.
Sea Goblin to gunship. We're taking our guests home now. Can you guys rescue her? Roger. Weather conditions are getting worse. We'd better step on it. Landing point confirmed. Roger. Heading in to pick her up.
The gunship crashed!
Damn it! The storm's too strong. We can't just leave her behind.
Look, I hate it too, but we have to wait for conditions to get better before we can do anything.
Damn it! Is there nothing we can do?
Please, be patient. All we can do now is wait.
Damn it! You said it.
The POW rescue operation was a success, and both the Marines and our friends held in the camp were safely recovered. As for Captain K. Nagase, who was attacked and bailed out during the operation, Colonel Perot will issue orders on her behalf. Central Command will be replacing Captain Nagase's plane that was lost in the crash.
None of the rescued POWs saw Bartlett in the internment camp. Now where could he be, I wonder? Upon more favorable weather conditions, we will carry out a rescue operation for Captain Nagase. That's right. You've all been promoted yet again. You guys are burning through the ranks, you know that? You can thank High Command for it.
She'd left her book in the crew room. A Blue Dove for the Princess. That was the title of the book she left behind. A favored book from her childhood. The pages have torn off over the years, and she had been writing down the words that were on those pages, trying to remember every sentence and every verse.
I loved this book so much, but I only have faint memories of what was inside. I feel like I've grown so far away from everything since then.
I remember how she looked when she told me that. I couldn't help wondering, did she choose to crash on purpose, rather than having to take part in the invasion of another country?
Oh.